Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to Last Raps Baseball's live commentary of the DuPont Professional Baseball League. Tonight, we are going to be bringing you a Central League matchup featuring the host Yomiuri Giants versus the Yokohama DeNA BayStars. It is the third game in the series, and it's going to be at the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. And we are going to give you the starting lineups, first of all, for the visitors from Yokohama. Leading off and playing in right field wearing number 4 is Ryuki Watari. Batting second and playing first base wearing number 3 is Tyler Austin. And the 3 spot in left field is number 7, Kaida Sano. Hitting in the cleanup spot and playing second base is number 2, Shugo Maki. Batting fifth and playing third base is number 44, Taiki Ishikami. The 6th spot and playing in center field is number 63, Taiki Sekene. Hitting seventh and doing the catching is number 29, Hikaru Ito. Batting eighth and playing shortstop wearing 00 is Takuma Hayashi. And batting ninth and doing the pitching wearing number 16, it is going to be Shinichi Onuki. And they are going to be facing number 28, Rei Takahashi, who takes to the mound for the Giants tonight, who has no wins and no losses. He has worked 6 innings, allowed 1 hit in his first start. He walked 2 and struck out 1, and he's got an ERA of 0.00. That's your starting lineup for the BayStars. Now your starting lineup for the home team, the Yomiuri Giants. Leading off and playing second base wearing number 2 is Naoki Yoshikawa. Batting second and playing shortstop is number 5, Makoto Katawaki. And the 3 spot in left field is number 8, Yoshihiro Maru. Batting in the cleanup spot and playing first base is number 25, Kazuma Okamoto. Batting fifth at third base is number 6, Hayato Sakamoto. Batting sixth and doing the catching is number 24, Takumi Oshiro. Batting seventh in center field, wearing number 44, is Shinsuke Sasaki. Batting eighth and in right field is number 12, Masaya Hajio. And batting ninth and doing the pitching, wearing number 28, is Rei Takahashi. And the Giants are going to be facing Shinichi Onuki, who takes to the hill. He's 0-1 for the BayStars. He's worked 6 innings. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, all earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 5, and he had an ERA, or has an ERA, of 3.00. So that is your Central League matchup and your starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight. It is Giants and BayStars coming up when we return after this.
Hello, everybody. Steve coming at you, and welcome to Last Raps Baseball. Tonight should be an exciting matchup between 2 Japanese powerhouse baseball teams. I hope you all enjoy this and treat Freddie with all the respect he deserves. Call a good game, Freddie, and who knows, someday you may even see me in one of these games. And if you don't, you might want to come check out my channel and see what I do. You know what? But hey, let's get back to Freddie. Let's get some baseball. Let's just have a great, great game.
Welcome, everybody. It is going to be the Yomiuri Giants and the Yokohama DeNA BayStars. A little bit different for us, as we've got our friend Mr. Rono and Crimson Shadow stopping by for the game tonight. Crimson Shadow says, let's go BayStars. It'll be Watari, Austin, and Sano, the top 3 hitters in the order to come to bat to face the sidewinder Rei Takahashi. Takahashi was an offseason acquisition from the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. In return, there was a 2-for-2 deal. He was one of the key principals Going the other way was Adam Walker, who is playing now for the Hawks. And that is the starter here tonight. One of the knocks on Takahashi is that he used to walk too many batters. We'll see how this plays out here tonight. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs, and we are underway as Mortari takes ball one. Right-hander going into the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0. For Mortari, on the season, he's batting .235, a couple of homers and 6 RBIs. He was drafted in the 2023 player draft. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. This is going to be lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. The count is now 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Central League action tonight. A little bit different for us, so hopefully our feed will work for us the whole duration. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. This is lifted foul down the left field line, and the count now is 2-2 on Mortari. Normally, we like to give the Central or the Pacific League matchups their due, and tonight we thought we would throw this curveball to everybody. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted down the left field line. Moving over toward the foul line is Yomiuri, and he was there to make the catch. And that will retire Mortari for the first out of the inning. So 1 up and 1 away. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Tyler Austin. Defensively tonight for the Giants, from left to right field, it is Maru in left. The center fielder is Sasaki, and the right fielder is Hajio. Around the horn from first to third, Okamoto is at first. Yoshikawa is at second as the fastball is taken for a called strike by Austin. Shortstop is Kadawaki with the third baseman of Sakamoto, and the battery, of course, is Takahashi and Oshiro. 0-1 on the way. Fastball swung on, foul over on the third base side, and Takahashi is ahead 0-2 to Tyler Austin. Can't believe it's the 5th year that Tyler Austin is in the NPB. Seemed like only yesterday he was still in Major League Baseball trying to break in and make a name for himself. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into straightaway center field. Backing up and moving over to his left is the center fielder Sasaki, and he makes the catch. And just like that, we have 2 up and 2 away here in the first inning. And that is going to leave it up to the left fielder, Kaida Sano. And for Sano, he's batting an even 200 in the early going here. He's got no homers and a couple RBIs. He strides to the plate here to face the right-hander Takahashi. And up out of the dugout is the starter for the BayStars, Inuki. There's the first pitch. It is a fastball that misses low and away, and the count is quickly 1-0. Sano, a left-handed batter, rests his bat on the shoulder and then just slowly gets it off before he is ready to go to work, and the pitch is a fastball that misses inside. The count is now 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Sano. Sano getting the start tonight in left field as he takes a fastball down, and the count goes to 3-0. And this is always the issue with Takahashi, is that does he throw enough strikes? There were some times when we would watch Fukuoka play that a couple years ago that he would throw not only strikes, but he would allow more walks than he would hits in ball games. That was a regular occurrence as that fastball was taken for a strike. Count 3-1 to Sano. Another fastball delivered and another one taken for a strike, and the count is now 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. So it'll be a good sign for the Giants if Takahashi can fill up the strike zone tonight. Fastball swung on, and it's dropped by the catcher. It looked like it was tipped by Sano, and the count is going to remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. There was so much movement on that pitch. In fact, I don't know if he even tipped the pitch, did the batter on the replay, or if he just absolutely swung and missed. Hard for the catcher here to hang on to the balls, as there's a fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the first base side. And the count remains at 3-2. Oshiro's going to have his work cut out for him. Just at the depth at which that the starter here is able to get down to almost touching the dirt. Reminds me of a Darren O'Day from Major League Baseball a couple of years ago. Fastball swung on, grounded softly over to second. Fielded neatly by the second baseman Yoshikawa, and he's going to throw to first to retire Sano on a ground out 4-3. And the BayStars are going to go quietly here in their half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We're through a half inning. It is the BayStars, no score, and the Giants coming to bat. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning in just a couple moments. Appreciate you guys for bouncing in here with us tonight. It is Central League action on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a few. Nothing. Giants coming to bat in their half of the first. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us. Welcome back, everybody. The starter Onuki has just completed his warm-up tosses, and we're ready to resume the action. It's going to be Yoshikawa, Katawaki, and Maru slated to come to bat here in the bottom of the first for the Giants. This game here, as well as the Marines and Buffaloes, were the later of the starts. All the other games are underway. We'll get you caught up on the out-of-town scoreboard here, as there is some scoring out of town. And the right-hander Onuki ready to deliver to Yoshikawa. Here comes the first pitch. It is a breaking ball missing outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Yoshikawa batting .258 on the year with no homers and a couple RBIs. As the right-hander kicks and fires, it is a breaking ball missing down, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. BayStars looking to run the table here on the Giants so far in this series. And the pitch is on the way. It is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 2-1. Had a chance to see the BayStars last year at their home in Yokohama. And on top of it, I got a chance to see the Yomiuri Giants 5 times. As the pitch is on the way, there's a fastball that misses outside, and the count is 3-1. And my thoughts on the Giants is that they are a team in flux. A new manager this year. They have some aging stars and trying to be able to bring some of the younger players into the fold. As there's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is now 3-2. Be interesting to see how this works out. Our friend Dinger in the house tonight, and Trevor Parker also in the house. Appreciate you guys for jumping in with us. Central League action for your listening pleasure tonight. Fastball swung on, grounded up the middle. Fielded on the backhand by Mackey. He throws to first, and Yoshikawa is going to be retired. That's going to be a ground out 4-3 for the first out of the inning. So 1 up and 1 away. That's going to bring up Mikado Katawaki. And for Katawaki on the season, he's batting .310. He's got no homers and 1 RBI. He'll bat from the left side here against the right-handed throwing Onuki. And the first pitch is on the way. It's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Baseball Lover 1984 says, "Let's go Giants." As he says, Plainfield, New Jersey checking in. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep right field. Racing back and making the catch as he slams into the wall is the right fielder Watari. What a play by him, and that's going to retire Katawaki. He hit the ball right on the screws. But unfortunately for him, it was run down by the BayStars outfielder, who made a really nice play on the warning track. So 1 is gone, or check that, 2 is gone. That's going to bring up the left fielder Yoshihiro Maru. And for Maru, he's hitting 250 in the early going, no homers and a couple RBIs. Left-handed batter with the open stance takes a breaking ball for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Maru, a grizzled veteran who began his career with the Hiroshima Carp, has been in a giant uniform for the last number of years. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now is no balls and 2 strikes. Last night, we called the game between the Hawks and the Eagles. It was a no-hitter through 6 innings. Game was absolutely at an electric pace. There's a breaking ball that just misses in. Count goes to 1-2 on Maru. Then the next thing you know, everything came to a grinding halt. The last 3 innings were at a snail's pace. So 1 ball and 2 strikes tomorrow. The right-hander Unuki holds himself set. He kicks and delivers. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is grounded up the middle, and it's off the glove of the shortstop into center field. The shortstop, Hayashi, he was moving to his left. He had plenty of time to be able to make the play. Going to have to take a look at the replay on that. Sometimes when the ball hits the dirt, because they have cutouts by the bases, it changes direction on it, and we couldn't quite see if that's indeed what happened. That ball ended up into center field. And we're going to have to see how they're going to score it, but as far as I'm concerned, that looks like it's going to be an error charged to the shortstop. So the runner on first is Maru, and that brings Kazuma Okamoto to the plate. Friend Trevor wanted to know what the score ended last night. It was actually 5-4. As the pitch is a breaking ball missing down and away. 1-0 to Okamoto. 5-4 was the score. It was Roberto Osuna who came on in the 9th inning. He actually gave up a pair of runs. And that's not normal for him when you think of over the course of a season in the NPB in his first 2 years. If he gave up 5 runs, that was a big deal in a year. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0 on Okamoto. So 2 balls and no strikes. Okamoto batting .333 on the year. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs. Waits here on the offering from Unuki, who holds to the set. Now he kicks and delivers. Fastball misses in. It's now 3-0. Defensively tonight for the BayStars from left to right field, Sano is in left, Sekene in center. The right fielder is Watari. Around the horn from first to third. At first, it's Austin. The second baseman is Maki. Shortstop is Hayashi, and the third baseman tonight is Ishikami, with the battery of Unuki and Ito. And here comes the 3-0. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike. And count is now 3-1. And as I said, that game last night was pretty crazy because it was a no-hitter for both of the pitchers through the first 6. And it was 5-4 as they got into the bullpens. Bit of a nutty finish, that's for sure. There's a breaking ball swung on. This ball is belted to deep left field. If this ball stays fair, it's going to be gone. And this ball is just going to hook foul. Okamoto sent it a long way, but he just got a little bit barreled out in front of it. Hooked the ball into the seats, and it is going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes. We got Connor in the house tonight. We welcome Connor to the stream. It's going pretty good. Well, pretty good so far. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We don't normally do Central League action because of the reliability of some of the visual evidence that we can get. But so far, so good. So we'll keep pounding on the wood to make sure that this is still the case. As the pitcher throws over to first base, diving back is the runner Maru. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Okamoto. The runner at first, Maru, 2 gone here in the first. Right-hander against the right-hander. As Unuki checks the runner at first, and here comes the offering. It is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lifted down the left field line, giving chase into the corner as the left fielder Sano, but that ball is going to drift into the seats. It's kind of difficult to see just the sight lines in Yomiuri. He got right to the corner, but the ball just hit off of that wall, just the angles, especially down in the corners. Makes it a little bit of a challenge to be able to see the fielder. We lose sight of the fielder for the last maybe 3 or 4 steps in foul territory. So 3-2 it remains to Okamoto as the right-hander holds to the set. Here comes the pitch. And it looks like a split finger pitch that swung on and fouled away down the third base line. And we're going to do the 3-2 all over again. And all the more reason why you don't want to have Okamoto at the plate when there are runners on. It's exactly what that last pitch was, a split finger pitch. An interesting movement as it was almost kind of like a sinker in some ways. It was moving down and in to the feet of the right-handed batter. So here comes the 3-2 pitch as the right-hander works to the set. Now Oniki kicks and delivers. It is a breaking ball swung on and another one grounded foul. Count remains at 3-2 to Okamoto. This is going to be the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up to the Giants' first baseman. As he resets himself, gets back in the batter's box, and we're ready to go again. One thing I saw with Okamoto, he reminds me in some ways, certainly in the lower half, of a build like a Jim Thome. Maybe not a young Jim Thome, but an older Jim Thome. As here's the pitch. It is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lined over the head of the third baseman into the corner in left field. Sando's got to go in and retrieve it. He comes up to fire it in. Stopping at third is Maru. And the Giants still have something going here as Okamoto cruises into second base with a double. And now we've got runners at second and third. That's going to bring up the longtime legend and the third baseman, Hayato Sakamoto. It kind of makes me wonder if you would face Sakamoto here with runners at second and third, or you might want to hold the 4 fingers up and take your chances with Takumi Oshiro, the catcher. Taking a look there at the extra base hit, Maru, the runner who is on ahead of Okamoto, looked like he kind of pulled up a little bit lame getting into third base, but looks like he has walked it off. So here comes Sakamoto to the plate. Runners at second and third. He holds at the belt and now delivers. Fastball swung on. Chop foul past the third base coach's box, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. We will be back on the airwaves this week as we'll be giving a number of games some calls, but we won't be doing the Tuesday middle of the night game. Not sure what we are going to be looking at yet. There are some neutral site games coming up this week in the NPB. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Count runs even to 1-1 on Hayato Sakamoto. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander against the right-hander. Oniki gets the sign from his catcher, Ito. As he holds set at the belt, he checks the runners. And now he fires. Breaking ball swung on. This is looped over the head of the shortstop into left field. That's going to get 1 run in. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to get cut off. And the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead on a 2-run single off the bat of Hayato Sakamoto. And they have opened up the lead. That error by shortstop Hayashi has come back to bite the BayStars here. A double off the bat of Okamoto and a single by Sakamoto. Now got the Giants out in front 2-0. That's going to bring up Takumi Oshiro. Well, this is where I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to pitch here. Obviously, they threw to Sakamoto. I felt they could have maybe walked them to load the bases and taken their chances here with the catcher. Connor wants to know, anyway, 2 early favorites for the NPB. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is belted into deep right field. Moving back on the track and making the catch in front of the wall is Rattari. And that is going to retire Oshiro for the third out of the inning. There was there was 2 runs in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits. There was an error and there was 1 runner left aboard. I'll come back and answer Connor's question in just a couple moments. Appreciate you guys for being here. Your score at the end of 1 complete. It is the Giants 2, the BayStars nothing. Hang tight, everybody. If you've taken the under and your ticket's already blown up, then you might be a little bit disappointed. We'll be back here in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. Our friend Connor in the chat asked the question, is there any way too early teams? I haven't seen everybody yet this year. I got a chance to see a couple exhibition games, got a chance to see a few of those, but haven't seen anybody. But based on paper, I do think there are some differences. It looks like it is going to be a change in the outfield. We'll have to get that for you in a minute because we know that Maru looked like he came up a little bit lame coming into third base. And it would appear that he is out of the ball game. So we'll see where that is in a minute. He has taken his stuff and he's gone down the tunnel. So Maru's night is over after 1 inning. We'll get you the change on that in just a bit. And the pitch to Shugo Maki is missing upstairs. He also had just taken a strike. So there's 1 ball and 1 strike to Maki. A little focused on Maru. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 1-2. Mackey batting .303 on the year. No homers and 1 RBI. Back to the question that Connor asked, as far as I'm concerned, for what I've seen in the Pacific League, because that's where we spend most of our time, as that fastball misses outside, it's now 2-2 to Mackey. My 2 picks there are still, you got to lean towards the Buffaloes and the Hawks. Fastball swung on. This is lifted into shallow right center field. Moving back on it is the second baseman for the Giants, and it'll be put away by Yoshikawa. So Maki is gone to his opposite number for the first out. I look at the Hawks and look at the Buffaloes, the difference between the 2 teams, and this is something that is kind of aggravated me in watching the Buffaloes. Manager Nakajima really doesn't have a set 9 players or guys that he kind of goes to. I was talking about this the other day in one of the other games as the fastball is swung on and fouled away. The count is 0-1 to Ishikami. That hitters want to play every day. They don't want to take too many days off or long days off because it does affect their timing. And my issue there with Nakajima is he plays a lot of different guys a lot. Fastball misses upstairs. It's great to have riches of talent. The same time, you also want to make sure that you're locked in. And I think that's what the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks have. Now, mind you, maybe the Hawks just don't have the depth as that fastball misses down. And the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike to Taiki Ishikami. 2-1 on the way. Fastball swung on. This is belted foul well into the seats down the right field line. Count is now 2-2. So that's my 2 cents of the matter with regards to the difference in the 2 teams, or at least the philosophies. I like the back end of the bullpen maybe better for the Hawks than I do the Buffaloes in winning situations, as there's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count is 2-2 still to Ishikami. On the flip side of the coin, their Buffaloes, because they have so much depth, and get into the playoffs, they got different ways they can beat you. There's a fastball swung on, grounded to the right side. Fielded by Okamoto, he's going to take it himself. That's going to be a ground out to 3 for the second out of the inning. So Takahashi has the batters in fits here already. That is going to bring up the center fielder, Taiki Sekene. Our friend Dinger says it feels pretty open this year, and he wants to know what my 2 cents are in what currency. There you go. There's a first pitch fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Sekene. Sekene this year batting .524. Yes, .524 with no homers and 3 RBIs. As he checks his swing and fouls that one off over on the third base side. Now the count goes to 0-2. Maybe only worth a couple yen there, Dinger. So no balls and 2 strikes as the right-hander Takahashi kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on, tap foul over on the third base side. Count remains at 0-2. Only team, in my opinion, in the Central League, once the games start flowing on a regular basis, the Dragons I have written off. So that leaves the other 5 ball clubs. As there's a fastball swung on, it is lifted down the third base line. It's going to reach the seats. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes to Sekene. So I guess from my perspective is that when I think of the how even it is in the Central, there could be any one of those 5 teams could come out. Fastball, take it for a called third strike. Oh, Sekene stood there like the house by the side of the road. He watched it go by for out number 3, and that is going to do it here in the second inning. And the right-hander Takahashi picking up where he left off last game. Absolutely electric so far here tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. You're now through 1.5. Your score is the Giants 2 and the BayStars 0. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you for being here with us on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Oh boy, gonna be one of those nights, it looks like. We'll be right back in just a bit. Score is 2-0 for the Giants. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for stopping in with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to resume the action as the first pitch offered from the right-hander Onuki is taken for a ball outside. Count is 1-0. Shinsuke Sasaki here batting against the right-hander. He swings at a breaking ball. He lifts it into left field. Moving over and toward the line is Sano. He's there and he makes the catch. And that is a quick out here in the bottom of the second inning. Masaya Hagio is coming to the plate as he is ready to face the right-hander Unuki for the first time tonight. Just trying to get that update on who is coming in, as it looks like it is Matsubara. And that will be the new right fielder, Seiya Matsubara, in the ballgame, as that fastball is swung on and fouled away. The count is 0-1. So he will come in for Maru, who hurt himself rounding into third base. So be curious to know how long Maru would be out for. Here's the offering from Unuki. Breaking ball swung on and missed. The count now goes to 0-2. The pitcher, Ray Takahashi, will wait his turn on deck. And Hajio started the ball game in right field, has moved over to left field. That is where we are now. There's a fastball swung on, tapped slowly foul over on the third base side. So the count remains at 0-2 to Hajio. Our friend Connor says, do you think Murakami will be the next big star? There's a breaking ball that is lifted into deep right field, moving back on it and making the catch on the edge of the warning track is Watari. That is going to be an out number 2 here. That's the third putout he's had already in the early going tonight. That'll bring up the pitcher, Ray Takahashi. To be honest with you, when I saw Murakami a few years ago, or a couple years ago, the first thing I noticed about him was I didn't like his footwork at third base. So I honestly don't know if he could play third base at the major league level. I think he probably would be more suited at first base. There's a first pitch fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Now, in saying that, where would he be a fit and who would want to take him on? Because left-handed hitting, first baseman always in need with some power. Breaking ball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-2. So, no, I don't think he's going to be the next big star to join. I think the next big star, when he does come, is going to be Roki Sasaki. There's a fastball taken for a called third strike. And Takahashi stood there like the house by the side of the road. He watched it go by for out number 3. And that's going to do it here in inning number 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left the board for the Giants in their half of the second. Your score as we move to the top of the third, it is a 2-0 ball game for Yomiuri. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for jumping in with us tonight. Hang tight. We'll be right back after this. Or maybe that. Welcome back, everybody. We're moving to the top of the third inning. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to come to bat for the BayStars here. That means it's going to be Ito, Hayashi, and Unuki to face the right-hander Ray Takahashi. Takahashi's been very effective so far, retiring all 6 batters he's faced. And when you look at it, he's had 3 balls in flight and 2 balls on the ground and 1 strikeout. So he has got outs in different ways here in this one so far. Friend Dinger says that Roki Sasaki is struggling tonight. I guess we'll see how that plays out against the Buffaloes. So here we go, back to the action as Ito steps to the plate. First pitch from Takahashi is a fastball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Ito batting .250 on the early going. No homers, no RBIs. As he waits here on the offering, it is a fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the third base side. Count 0-2. So back to Connor's question with regards to Murakami. I didn't care for the footwork at third base. So first base looks like his option and DH. I don't think he runs well enough to play in the outfield. Could be a bit of a horror show out there. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and tapped foul right around home plate. And the count remains at 0-2. So then the question comes in, as I said, who's going to pay him and where's he going to go? And in some ways, he reminds me of Yoshi Satsugo, but a higher end Satsugo, where if he comes across, what's he going to do? What type of damage? I don't think he's going to hit your 55 homers as that ball is swung on and tapped foul. The reason for that, I don't think he's going to hit you a pile of home runs, is Major League pitching is a lot different than the NPB. And of course, he hit whatever it was, 55 bombs a couple of seasons ago. But the right place for him, possibly 25 homers, depending on the park. If he goes to a place like Wrigley Field, maybe it's 35. But I would think 25 homers, maybe an Oracle in San Francisco might not be out of the question. So no balls and 2 strikes to Ito. As the right-hander Takahashi ready to go again. As he rocks into the windup and he kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on, grounded over to the left side, fielded by the third baseman Sakamoto, who throws to first. Ito is in the books. It's a ground out, 5-3. So 1 gone here, and that's going to bring up the shortstop Takuma Hayashi. So right now, when you look at Takahashi's numbers, 6 innings in his first start. And now he's already 2 1/3 here. So 8 1/3 innings this year. He's only allowed 1 hit. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it's a fastball that just misses low. Count is 1-0. And traditionally, the Japanese players who come over, there is a markdown on their numbers. Fastball swung on, lifted into deep right field, moving over and up against the wall and making the catch is Matsubara, and that is going to do it here. Nope, that's going to be the second out of the inning. Already 1 ahead. It is the pitcher coming up, Inuki here, and we've already written him off. 2 in the books. And now Takahashi's going to do it. That's the second time I've done that in a couple of nights. Already got the foot on the accelerator to end the inning. And the first pitch to Inuki is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Very similar looking at bat to what Takahashi had a couple moments ago. His bat looks like it's permanently planted on the shoulder. Fastball misses down, and then the count is 1-1. Can't say that Takahashi doesn't work quickly as he works into the windup. Fastball taken for a called strike. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Inuki. And there is a fastball swung on and missed. And that is going to retire Inuki for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We are now through 2.5 innings. Your score is the Giants 2 and the BayStars 0. Our friend Trevor says you already know what's about to happen. And that is exactly what it is. When the pitchers come to bat, you can pretty much see what's about to happen, unless your last name is Nishi and you play it for the Tigers. We'll be right back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for listening in with us tonight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the third inning, but it will be the top of the order coming up for the Giants. Yoshikawa, Katawaki, and Matsubara, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters in the batting order to face Onuki, who is coming back out for his third inning of work. Checking up on that out-of-town scoreboard, we said that there were scores from around the NPB. Swallows have a 2-1 lead over the Tigers. That's in the top of the fourth inning. It is the return of the Dragon. The Dragons are slaying the Carp. They're up 1-0 in the top of the fifth, looking to complete the sweep in Hiroshima. Pacific League scores: the Saitama Cebu Lions having their way with the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. 5-0 in the bottom of the sixth inning. Bottom of the fifth inning, the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks have a 2-1 lead over Tohoku, Rakuten Golden Eagles, and it is a 2-1 lead for the Buffaloes. Bottom of the second inning against the Chivalote Marines. So here comes the first pitch from Onuki. It is a breaking ball missing down and away. Count 1-0 to Yoshikawa. Yoshikawa tonight 0 for 1. He grounded to the second baseman his first time up. Batting from the left side here, waiting on the offering. As the pitch is delivered, it's a breaking ball swung on, grounded over to first, right to the glove of Tyler Austin, who fields it and steps on the bag. Yoshikawa is out on a ground out to 3. 1 up and 1 away here in the third inning, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Makoto Katawaki. Well, for Katawaki tonight, he is 0 for 1. He was one of the players to fly out deep to right field his first time up. So 0 for 1 for him. Batting from the left side here against the right-hander Onuki, who kicks and delivers. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Right-hander working to the belt, ready to go again. As he kicks and fires, it is a breaking ball that misses outside. Count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander working to the set position. Now he kicks and he delivers. Fastball misses outside. The count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike here to Katawaki. Right-hander working again. Onuki delivers. Breaking ball misses way outside. Now it's 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. BayStars in their blue tops with the white pants. The Giants are in their all whites. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses down. That's going to be a 1-out walk. This is where he kind of got into trouble last time, where they had the error that allowed Morrow to reach base, and then it was Okamoto and Sakamoto doing the damage. Well, you certainly don't want to set the table with these hitters, because potentially the repeat is going to happen, and that's going to bring up Seiya Matsubara to the plate. This is his first at bat. He's batting 167. He's got no homers and a couple RBIs in the early going this year. Getting an opportunity to play in this one is the 29-year-old left-handed hitting outfielder. Our friend Titus in the house tonight. He says hello from the land of the rising sun. Welcome, Titus, to the stream. As they throw over to first base, and diving back in time is Katawaki. So here comes the offering. It is a fastball swung on. There goes the runner down to second. The throw in time, but it gets away from the shortstop, getting up and scampering all the way over to third is the runner Katawaki. So that's going to go down as a stolen base. I have to see. It looks like it's going to be yet another error charged to the BayStars. I think that'll probably go to the catcher. That puts the runner at third here with 1 gone. And it was a swing and a miss. The batter had spun all the way around. So the Giants creating some offense with their legs. Had they throw it on the money, they may have been able to get him. But I guess we'll never know at this point. Infield is in for the BayStars. We've got a no ball and 1 strike count to Matsubara. And here's the pitch. He squares the bunt. He gets it down. It's a good one. It's a safety squeeze. They throw over to first. It's not going to be in time. The runner at third holds. So it was a read play as they had come down the line. They were looking to see who was going to field the ball, how that was going to work. But it is going to be a infield single for Matsubara. Nice job there by the Giants. That is going to bring up the first baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Look at the replay on that. That was pretty cool. What was interesting about that is the bunt was down the third baseline. Not hard enough for the third baseman to come and get it. But basically, the runner at third was kind of reading off his shoulder. Shortstop was nowhere to be seen or found. And so the easy retreat was to get back to the base because there was nobody there covering it. That brings Kazuma Okamoto to the plate. He's already 1 for 1 tonight, a double and a run scored. And here comes the pitch. Fastball, take it for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Okamoto batting from the right side. He had some real big rips in his first at bat. It was a 9-pitch at bat, and on the 9th pitch, he slammed that double into the corner. So here comes the 0-1 pitch as the right-hander Onuki holds set. And now he kicks and fires. It's a fastball missing down and in, and the count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The Giants jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first inning. Was an error that led a pair of runs. The shortstop for the BayStars had to eat him up. It should have been the 3rd out of the inning. Instead, it led to a pair of runs. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count now is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kazuma Okamoto. He is the captain of the Giants. He wears that C proudly on the jersey. So here comes the offering. And the right-hander had stepped off to reset himself and ready to go again. Onuki looks over at the runner at first, works himself to the belt, and here comes the pitch. Kicks and fires. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into shallow left field, coming in hard and moving back. Oh, they lost the ball. It's going to get down onto the ground. And now they throw back into second, and making it back safely there is Matsubara. I think they're going to have to give that as a base hit. The outfielders lost the ball. It was a Bermuda Triangle. Again, the shortstop, Hayashi, involved, not having a good night tonight at all. And Sano, the left fielder, and Sekene, the center fielder, had that ball drop all in between them. So I'm not sure how the scorer would rule it, but we would have it as a single and an RBI. Katawaki comes in to score. Matsubara stops at second. Increases the scoreline to 3-0. By my count, that's 3 errors now charged to the BayStars. We'll have to get an update on this as it comes available. We currently only have the 1. We also currently have 4 hits, although we'll have to wait and see what they tell us here. So that's going to bring Hayato Sakamoto to the plate. He is 1 for 1 tonight. He singled home a pair of runs in the first inning. Looking to add to the tally here. Here comes the first offering from Onuki, who holds to the set. He kicks and delivers. Fastball misses in. The count is 1-0 to Sakamoto. Sakamoto's single in the first inning barely got over the shortstop's head, but he was able to plate two. As we said, that had given them a 2-0 lead. It was a 2-out base hit, so a clutch piece of hitting there by the Giants' third baseman. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0 on Sakamoto. Ray Takahashi yet to allow a hit for his part. We haven't seen any other errors added yet. So maybe we don't have any extra errors here. Maybe it's just the one there, but I'm pretty sure that the catcher will have to get one as well. There's a ball popped up on the infield. Moving over underneath it is Shugo Maki. He's there to make the catch. The infield fly rule was in effect regardless. So the batter was ruled out. That's going to be 2 away here, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Takumi Oshiro. For Oshiro tonight, he is 0 for 1. He flew out to right field his first time up. Entered the ball game hitting .259 with no homers and 1 run batted in. Batting from the left side against the right-handed throwing Onuki, who works to the set position. He checks the runner at second and now delivers. Fastball misses outside. The count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Giants and the BayStars from the Yomiuri, from the Tokyo Dome in North Tokyo. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. As the right-hander delivers a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count is even at 1-1 to Oshiro. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at second is Matsubar. Runner at first, Okamoto. 3-0 lead here for the Giants in the bottom half of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball is looped down the left field line. If it stays fair, it's going to be trouble, and it's just going to slice foul. The third base umpire was right there on the call. Now it is going to put the count at 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Did not go foul by much. If that ball would have landed, would have got 1 run in and probably would have put Okamoto all the way over to third. But instead, it is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Oshiro, and it's still a 3-0 lead for the Giants. So here comes the 1-2 offering as the right-hander works to the set. Kicks and fires. Fastball swung on, lifted into straightaway center field. Backing up on it is the center fielder, Sakene. He's there to make the catch, and that is going to do it. But there's more damage done in the inning as the Giants add to their tally. 1 run in the inning by our count. There was 2 hits. There was 1 error, and there were 2 runners left aboard. Your score here at the end of 3 complete innings, as we are a third way in the books. It is the Giants 3 and the BayStars nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for jumping in with us tonight here on the Last Drops Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a few minutes with all the action after this.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the inning. It'll be for the BayStars here. It'll be Watari, Austin, and Sano, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters in the batting order. So Watari ready to come to bat here to face the right-hander Ray Takahashi, who has retired all 9 batters he's faced so far here in this one. Yeah, here's the first pitch. It is a fastball swung on and missed. Count is quickly 0-1. Top of the stream, we said tonight that Takahashi's success would be if he could throw strikes. He's doing exactly that. Fastball swung on, grounded over to first. Fielded neatly by Okamoto, and he's going to take it to the bag himself. Goes a ground out to 3 for the first out of the inning. So 1 up and 1 away, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Tyler Austin. And for Tyler Austin tonight, 0 for 1. He flew out to deep center field his first time up. We'll get you caught up on some scores from around the NPB in just a bit. Fastball misses inside. The count is 1-0 to Austin. Another run in the game between the Eagles and the Hawks. The Eagles have tied it up at 2. They're in the bottom of the 6th in Tohoku. Fastball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0. Kind of makes me wonder what they're doing over there as well. I think there's a changing of the guard going on in Tohoku. Some of the veteran players are not getting the regular playing time anymore. Fastball misses down and in. Counts now 3-0 to Austin. So 3 balls and no strikes. Right-hander against the right-hander who kicks and delivers. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike, and the count is 3-1. Takahashi to this point has been very effective, keeping the BayStar hitters off balance. Here's the 3-1. Fastball misses low. It's going to be ball 4. That's going to be the first base runner for the BayStars here tonight. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Kaida Sano. And for Sano tonight, he is 0 for 1. He grounded to second his first time up. Sano with that ground out has seen his average dip below 200 so far on the year. Runner at first, Austin. Sano batting here in the 4th inning. Only 1 gone. So the right-hander works himself to the set. Here comes the pitch. As he kicks and delivers, it's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1 to Sano. Right-hander Takahashi checks the runner at first base. Now he works himself to the set position. Here comes the pitch. As it's on its way, it's a breaking ball missing outside, and the count goes even to 1-1. 53 pitches so far for the Giants right-hander. Sano gets himself back in, ready to face the offering again from Takahashi. And here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sano. Waiting on deck is Shugo Maki, if Sano is able to get on. safely, at least without rounding himself into a double play. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted, foul into the seats down the left field line. Count remains at 1-2 strikes. Sunday afternoon baseball, or Saturday night if you're in North America still, certainly on the West Coast. East Coast, it is the early morning hours. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it's a fastball swung on. This ball is going to be lined over the head of the first baseman. And Okamoto was leaping but wasn't able to make the grab. And that's going to be the first hit allowed here by Takahashi. A single by Sano to right field, and the BayStars have something brewing here in the fourth with runners at first and second. That's going to bring up Shugo Maki. Just as a reminder here, we will take the Japanese halftime at the end of the fifth inning. From what I can recall, the Central League doesn't seem to take as long a break. But we'll still take one ourselves, get caught up to bring you the rest of this ball game here. So here comes the first pitch to Maki. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. Shugo Maki, when you look at him, he's built to hit. A little fire hydrant for the BayStars. Infield is in double play depth at the corners. They're also playing back a little bit here. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Count goes even to 1-1. So 1-1 strike to Shugo Maki. Right-hander Takahashi checks Austin at second as he holds to the belt. And here comes the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It backs Maki off the plate, and the count now goes to 2-1. So 2-1 strike. Again, Takahashi delivers. It's a fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats. The count is 2-2 to Maki. I have to admit to everybody, I'm struggling a little bit here tonight. Getting a little bit, allergies are kind of kicking in around this time of the year. A little bit groggy, whatever else. Trying to take back as much water as we possibly can. I'm going to take a couple of nights off. We'll resume some action later in the week. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lined down the left field line, but it's going to hook foul. The count remains at 2-2. So 2-2 strikes it is to the right-handed hitting second baseman of the BayStars. Now we're ready to go back at it again. Takahashi trying to wiggle his way out of this jam. As the right-hander holds to the set. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up in the infield, and should be infield fly rule. Didn't see the signal from the umpire, but that's going to be caught by the shortstop Kadawaki. That's going to retire Maki for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Taiki Ishikami. So for Ishikami, there is one gone here in the inning as he comes to bat with the runner Austin at second and Sano at first. Takahashi looking to wiggle his way out of this, as we said. As now they ask for time, it looks like there's been something in the outfield got onto the field of play. So now it looks like we're ready to go again here. So one gone here or two gone here as Ishikami waits here on the offering from Takahashi. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. There's so much movement on the pitch, it almost looks like Takahashi is playing wiffle ball with the hitters sometimes. He's got a lot of depth to the pitch. In some ways, the fastball has like a hump in it where it looks like a curveball. So here comes the 0-1 pitch to Ishikami. And now Takahashi steps off the backside of the rubber and reaches for the rosin bag, and we'll do it all over again. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. Right-hander gets the sign, looks at the runner at second, works to the set. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball is lined into left field for a base hit. Picking it up on one bounce is the left fielder, Hagio. He fires it in, and that's going to load the bases. So 1-out walk and a single. And then after the pop out to the shortstop, Ishikami has singled to load the bases. And that's going to bring up the center fielder and the hottest hitting base star, Taiki Sekine. And for Sekine tonight, he is 0-for-1. He struck out looking his first time up. It looks like the Lions are adding salt to the wound in Hokkaido. They're up 8-0 now on the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. Holy boy. So here comes the pitch from Takahashi. It is a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. Count is quickly 0-1. All of this action with 2 out here. Takahashi trying to get himself out of this sticky situation. Right-hander holds set at the belt. Here comes the pitch. As he kicks and delivers, breaking ball misses inside. The count runs even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. As I mentioned, we're going to have to get ourselves some fresh water on the in-between this inning. Still got a long ways to go on this one, and the voice is fading quickly. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Sekine. Right-hander leans in, gets the sign from his catcher, Oshiro. Here comes the pitch. As he kicks and delivers, fastball, take it for a called strike. Counts now 2-2. I'm sure Sekine is not going to be happy about that one. That was very similar to the pitch he got called out on strikes. That pitch there, even on the replay, didn't look very good. But Takahashi getting the home call. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kenny, with 1 swing of the bat, can get the BayStars right back in this game. Here comes the pitch. Takahashi delivers. Fastball swung on, chopped up the middle, over to second. Fielded by the second baseman, Yoshikawa, who throws to first. Sekine is gone, and so are the BayStars here in the 4th. Well, they had no runs in the inning. There were 2 hits. There was no errors, and there were 3 runners left aboard. Your score as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is the Giants 3, the BayStars 0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few at the bottom of the 4th inning when we return. We're going to get ourselves a fresh glass of water. We'll be right back in just a bit. 3-0 ball game. We'll be back in 30 with all the action. Appreciate you guys for dropping in. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Sasaki, Hajio, and Takahashi slated to come to bat here for the Giants in their fourth inning. And the first pitch is a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Sasaki. Sasaki 0 for 1 tonight. He has flown out to left field his only time up, as the right-hander kicks and delivers. It is a split finger pitch, swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2. Curious if Takahashi's night is done or if he's getting ready to hit. Looks like he is getting ready to hit over there. We're wondering as he has removed the gloves, and now it looks like he's putting them on. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-2 to Sasaki. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander working to the set. He kicks and fires. It is a fastball swung on and missed. Sasaki in the books. He's gone for the first out of the inning. 1 up and 1 away, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Masaya Hajio. And for Hajio tonight, he is 0 for 1. He flew out to right field his only time up. Batting from the right side here against the right-handed throwing Anuki. As the right-hander kicks and delivers a split finger pitch, swung on and missed. Count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. As the right-hander ready to go again, kicks and fires. Fastball misses down. Count runs even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. As the right-hander leans in, gets the sign from his catcher. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. Counts now 2-1. One thing I was thinking about earlier about Munetaka Murakami is that he is a bit of a streaky hitter. As we were talking about him for the Swallows, there's a fastball swung on. It's grounded to the right side, fielded by Austin. He waves the pitcher off as he takes it himself. It's a ground out to 3. It's the second out of the inning. It's going to leave it up to the pitcher, Ray Takahashi. Murakami does not have a home run yet this year, at least entering tonight's game. He doesn't. And they said he has had 32 consecutive at-bats without a home run, which is a new career worst for him. And here comes the pitch. It's a fastball that misses inside, and the count is 1-0. But we would see that from Murakami, where he goes on streaks where he doesn't do anything. So 1 ball and no strikes to Takahashi. Right-hander, Wanaki delivers. Fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 1-1. I don't know if Takahashi swung the bat his first time up. And he sure looks like a disinterested third party here. Not wanting to swing the bat here either. Here's the pitch. Another fastball taken for a called strike. And the count is 1-2. Never understood that, why pitchers wouldn't take a competitive hack at some point here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. The count goes to 2-2. Right-hander ready to deliver again. Here's the 2-2 pitch. As The Takahashi waits and he swings and he grounds it softly over to second. Mackey fields it. He underhand flips it to first. That's going to go as a ground out 4-3. That is going to retire the pitcher for the final out of the inning. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We are now through 4 complete. Your score is the BayStars trailing the Giants 3-0. Stick around, everybody. It's the 7, 8, and 9 hitters of the BayStars to come to bat when we return just after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight, whether you listen live or on delay. It's great to have you here. And our friend Tyler in here as well. He says, how do you feel about Chiba pulling it out? I guess we'll see you in a moment. We'll be right back in just a few. Hang tight, guys. I'll comment when I get back.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. Welcome back, everybody. It is a 3-0 ball game here as the BayStars are coming to bat for their half of the 5th inning. My friend Tyler asked the question, how do you feel about Chiba pulling it out tonight? I have to confess, Tyler, on that game, I didn't really look at the series because we weren't calling that game, so I'm not sure where they're at in the relievers or the bullpen, how they've managed that. So Tyler says Chiba's just tied it up. Sometimes that's impactful. When I look at the game between the Hawks and the Eagles tonight, it kind of makes me wonder who's going to come out of that bullpen late. Carter Stewart Jr. started for the Hawks. Last night, they used their big 3 in both Fuji, Matsumoto, and Osuna. And only really Matsumoto was the most effective one. So not really sure where that sort of fits in. Tyler says, if Roki pitches, I bet Chiba. That's almost an automatic. There is a foul, comes in and hits Ito in the back of the leg. I don't know. I don't even know if it's a fastball when Ray Takahashi's pitching. Ito's walking around. It looked like it got him in a tough spot down around the ankle. He does wear a shin guard on the left side, but I think it may have hit him on that part where the shin guard isn't really effective. We'll look at it again. Actually, no, it missed him and it hit him in the heel on the right foot. Well, he doesn't have any protection there, so Ito's aboard with a hit by pitch. If you're going to get hit by a pitch, you want to get hit by Ray Takahashi. I don't know exactly how hard he's throwing tonight, but I can guarantee you he's not throwing 95 plus. So if you're going to get drilled by a pitch, that's the one you want to get drilled by. Tyler also says the game needs to stay under 5.5. That's the Hawks and the Golden Eagles. Not sure if that's going to happen the way those two teams are. Haven't really got a gauge on either one, even though I did the game last night. Certainly the Golden Eagles, I think, are in tough this year. Fastball misses down. The count is 1-0. Their offensive stars of Asamura and Shimochi are aging right before our eyes off to terrible starts this year offensively. Using their closer last year, Yuki Matsui, who is doing well for the Padres. There's a fastball swung on, grounded over to second, fielded neatly by the second baseman, Yoshikawa. He throws to Katawaki for 1, back to first. It's going to be a double play. That is going to be of the 4-6-3 variety. And now, just like that, there is 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Tyler says the Hawks game been stuck at 4 for a couple innings. Chiba has now taken the lead. It's good news if you're a Marines fan. First pitch fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Onuki. Onuki 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 0-2. I'm kicking myself because we took the Fighters tonight. Well, it's not even close there. Fastball taken for a called third strike. Onuki down, looking for out number 3. That's going to do it here in the 5th inning. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th, and then we get our Japanese halftime. Hang tight, everybody. We appreciate you guys for being here, but we'll be right back after this as we check in at the out-of-town scores. We'll come back and fill you in when we return. Right back in just a couple moments, everybody. Appreciate you guys for listening in with us tonight on the Last Drops Baseball YouTube channel.
This is Steve Rademacher, and I'd like to introduce you to my channel if you haven't seen it before. These are all the things I enjoy: sports, autographs, relics, non-sports Hall of Famers, pseudo-sports, Star Wars. That's my channel name and my name, and I would really appreciate it if you would come check me out and maybe even subscribe if you like it. Thank you for that for now, and back to your ball game.
Back, everybody. We are going to the bottom half of the 5th inning, and coming to bat will be the top of the order, or slated to bat the top of the order. It's supposed to be Yoshikawa, Katawaki, and Matsubara. So Yoshikawa has 0 for 2 tonight. He is grounded to second and grounded to first in his 2 trips to the plate. The first pitch from Onuki is delivered. It's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Tyler says, he likes Roki and he can't wait for him to come to the Dodgers. Well, the Dodgers have got some money. Here's the offering. It is a fastball that misses down and in, and the count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Also have to tip your hat to them as they are creative. The way that they have gone out and signed the Japanese stars. There's a breaking ball swung on, is lifted into left field, moving over underneath it with plenty of room to make the catch is Sano. And that is going to be 1 away here in the 5th inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Makoto Katawaki. And for Katawaki, he is officially 0 for 1 tonight. He has a walk and a stolen base, and he scored a run. That was what he did his last time up. He's also flown to right field. And here comes the first offering. It is a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. Count is quickly 0-1. I'm scratching my head about the Carp right now. That is a disaster, a train wreck right now, which is unfortunate for them. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is now 0-2, or at least for their fan base it would be. Carp fans, they really support their team and they really travel well. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, pop foul. Catcher Ito couldn't even see it, never even turned around, didn't know where it was. No help from his pitcher either. So no balls and 2 strikes. And here comes the pitch to Katawaki. It's a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. Just couldn't get to the hot button quick enough there. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, that misses inside. I'm not sure what's going on here with the home plate umpire. I know it's a home game for the Giants, but that last pitch there looked pretty darn good. Hit the spot. Catcher didn't move the glove. Looked like it was on the inside corner of the plate. So here we go. Here comes the pitch. Split finger pitch, swung on, grounded to the right side, fielded by Mackey. Throws to first. That's going to retire Katawaki on a ground out, 4-3. He's gone for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it up to Seiya Matsubara. And for Matsubara tonight, he is officially 1 for 2. He's got a single, and he reached on an error by the shortstop. He has also scored a run. He got the first run of the ball game across for the Giants. Actually, it was Maru who got the first run across as Matsubara has come in for him. Maru, who was in the game earlier, pulled up lame coming into third base. As that breaking ball misses down, the count is 1-0. Here comes the pitch. Split finger pitch, swung on and missed. The count goes even to 1-1. So Maru lasted all of 1 inning in the game. That's pretty tough when that happens. Here comes the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes pitch number 80 here for Anuki. As the right-hander kicks and delivers. Split finger pitch, waved out and missed, and that is going to do it. Matsubara in the books for the 3rd out of the inning, and we are now through 5 complete. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We are what we like to call the Japanese halftime, but the Central League doesn't seem to take as long of a break. So we'll be back in just a couple moments. We're going to put this music on loop, get ourselves some more water, and we'll carry on with you guys in just a moment.
Hello? Oh, hey. Yep. I'm just sitting here listening to Freddie call another game here on YouTube. Oh, yeah, going really good. He's calling a great game. Really exciting. Lots of stuff going on. You're lucky it's commercial break right now. I got a second. Oh, yeah, of course I'm having a cold one. Oh, yeah, got plenty of videos coming up this week. You should stop in, check them out, leave a like, tell other people. But Freddie's coming back. I gotta go catch the game. I will check in with you later. You have a good night, buddy. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the order to come to bat here for the BayStars in the sixth inning. That means it's going to be Watari, Austin, and Sano to face the right-hander Ray Takahashi, who has been pretty smooth through his 5 innings of work. The sidewinder has been pretty solid as he has only allowed 2 BayStars hits. We went back and took a look. They've only accounted 2 errors for the BayStars in this one here tonight. We weren't sure if there was a possibility of a third or not. So that's going to bring up Watari to the plate. The first pitch is a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count is quickly 0-1. Watari tonight flown to left and grounded to first in his 2 trips. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it is a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count now is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to the Yokohama right fielder. Takahashi wastes little time when there's nobody on base. Delivers a fastball that misses up and away, and the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. Right-hander rocking into the motion and the delivery, and the pitch is a fastball swung on. This ball is lined down the left field line, but it's just going to go foul. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the left-handed hitter waits on the offering, and there is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is looped into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Fielding it and firing it into second base is the right fielder, Matsubara. Nice job by him, but Watari is aboard with a leadoff single here in the 6th inning. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Tyler Austin. And the one thing you can believe is that the Tokyo Dome, this runs can be scored here in a hurry. It is a bit of a homer dome, that is for certain. Or a bit of a bandbox, depending on how you look at it from whatever perspective. So here comes the first offering to Austin as the right-hander works to the set. And he pitches on the way. And I don't know what happened there. That ball was literally bowled all the way to the backstop. That has to be one of the worst wild pitches I've ever seen. It almost looked like Takahashi got his thumb caught on his side. Pitching coach is coming out to the mound, find out what the heck is going on. I don't know if they're going to bring the trainer with them or not, but that had to be one wild pitch. And the whole defense is coming in. Completely and utterly bizarre. He's laughing about it there. We haven't got a replay. Here we are now. I don't know what happened there. It literally missed the plate by about 25 feet. Wasn't even close. That's 1 ball and no strikes to Tyler Austin. I wonder what Tyler Austin was thinking at the plate when he sees a pitch that doesn't even go into the left-handed batter's box. That's how wide it was. Went all the way to the backstop. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count's 1-1. So on that wild pitch, Watari had advanced to second base. So runner at second here. Nobody gone in the 6th inning. You have that open base, but Shugo Maki is looming on deck. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded over to short, fielded neatly by the shortstop Katawaki, who throws to first, and Austin is retired on a ground out 6-3. He's gone for the first out of the inning. Sauced up in the house tonight. If he is listening in on Twitch, appreciate you for jumping in. How's it going? Well, it's a 3-0 ball game for the Giants. We're still a little bit raspy. We're going to need a couple of days off here, I think, to try to shake this. As I said, not really a sore throat. It's just allergies starting to kick in at this time of the year. Here comes the first offering to Sano. It's a breaking ball missing outside. The count is 1-0. Sauce up, getting ready for the draft a couple of weeks away. So 1 ball and no strikes to Sano. Runner at second, Watari. 1 gone here in the 6th. Fastball misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes it is. And the offering from the right-hander is a fastball swung on and missed. Screwing himself into the ground was Sano. Now the count goes to 2-1. As we said, we know that the right-hander Takahashi does not throw particularly hard. And here comes the pitch from Takahashi. It's a fastball swung on. This ball could be trouble. Belted into deep right field. But no, camping out underneath it on the warning track and making the catch is Matsubara. Always sent it to the deepest part of the park, did Sano, but right to the wall, and that's going to retire him for the second out of the inning. It's going to leave it all up to the second baseman, Shugo Maki, and so Sano's probably going right to the gym for a few more curls. Well, Maki steps to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. He has popped to second and popped to short. Batting from the right side here against the right-handed throwing Takahashi, who holds to the set. Now delivers. Fastball swung on, grounded softly to short. Fielded neatly by the shortstop Katawaki, who throws to first, and that is going to do it. Ground out 6-3. Maki in the books for the third out. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There's no errors and 1 runner left aboard. We are moving to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score is the Giants 3, the BayStars nothing. Hang with us, everybody. We've got another 3.5 innings still to go. Appreciate you for listening in here tonight. Be right back after this.
Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate your support and everybody out there. Steve again here, obviously, with the Milwaukee Brewers. Of course, we have Bernie Brewer on my favorite beverage of choice right there, along with a card of Bernie. Yay! Now, we got some special guests here. I'm not just talking about our Hall of Fame lineup. I must be in the front row. Hey, come on there, Robin. I got 3,000 hits. What do you have? Well, I was the all-time saves leader, and I got 1.5 feet on you. Okay, Raleigh, settle down, buddy. Now, none of this could be possible without Harvey's Wallbangers. There's Harvey. And who could forget the Fonz? Hey.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the heart of the batting order coming about for the Giants. That means Okamoto, Sakamoto, and Oshiro. As we are waiting here for the game to resume, to keep our eyes peeled here if the BayStars are suddenly going to make a pitching change. We've got to try to be on top of it. And it looks like that they are. It's going to be Ryoto Matsumoto on in relief. And the first pitch on the way is a fastball swung on and lifted foul. That ball is going to reach in the seats again. Ito having problems tonight trying to pick up some of the locations of this. As Ryoto Matsumoto ready to deliver again. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses down. Count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander rocking into the windup, and he kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on, chopped back to the pitcher. Fielded by Matsumoto, he throws to first, and Okamoto is in the books on a ground out 1-3. It's the first time tonight they've been able to get him out. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Hayato Sakamoto. And for Sakamoto, he is 1 for 2 in this one. He's got a single and a pop out to second. Right-hander rocking into the windup. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded up the middle. What a play by Mackey as he slides to his knees on the backhand side. Does a 180, fires to first. And that is going to retire Sakamoto on a ground out 4-3. So 2 quick outs here in the 6th inning, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Takumi Oshiro. Our friend Tyler says, Lions putting on a murder. Who do they have swinging the bat? That's a good question. Last time I peeked in, it was 11 Bagel. As the right-hander kicks and delivers. Fastball misses up and in, and the count is 1-0. It's actually now 11-1 based on what we're witnessing here. There's a fastball that's taken for a called strike. The count is 1-1. Chiba has increased their lead against the Buffaloes. They have a 5-2 lead. Action in the Giants bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing. So we might see a pitching change there as well. There's a changeup waved at and missed. The count goes to 1-2 on Oshiro. The unfortunate part, it's a game that's going on in Hokkaido. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, chopped up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop, Hayashi. He throws to first. Oshiro's in the books. It's going to go as a ground out 6-3. He's gone for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is going to do it here in the 6th. We're 2/3 of the way through the game. We are going to get a pitching change. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left the board for the Giants. We're moving to the top of the 7th. Your score is the BayStars trailing the Giants 3-0. We'll be back in just a few, and we'll answer some of Tyler's questions. Hopefully, when we get back here, we'll get you some of the updates on that in terms of who is swinging the bat. We'll be right back after this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's another Hollis build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be Kota Nakagawa coming into the ball game. He is going to be taking over here, and he'll be facing Ishikami, Sakane, and Ito. And the first pitch is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Nakagawa is a lefty facing the left-handed batting Ishikami, who waves at a fastball, and the count now goes to 0-2. So both starters are gone in this one. The pitchers of record, Takahashi and Onuki. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down. They appeal over to the third base umpire, but they say that he didn't go. It doesn't look like. So that's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little slow with his actions. Here comes the 1-2. There's a break, swung on and missed. Stopped there by the catcher, Oshiro. He throws to first. And that is going to be a strikeout, 2-3 on the official putout. 1 gone. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Taiki Sakane. Looking at that game in the Pacific League, lots of scoring. It was Junichiro Kishi who's driven in 3 runs. Koga has driven in a pair. Damage has come from the bottom part of the batting order. The first pitch is a breaking ball, take it for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. When you look at the bottom 3 hitters, they've got themselves 4 for 12 at the plate, and they've knocked in 6 runs. There's a fastball swung on and tap foul, and the count is 0-2 here to Sakane. The bottom third of the batting order is beating you up. You know you're going to be in some serious, serious trouble. And when you look at the bottom 4 hitters in the order, can add that to the mix as well. And here's the pitch. Fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 1-2. Look at the score between the Hawks and the Eagles. There's a fastball that is swung on and fouled away. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Thought we were going to have an Angel Hernandez type of incident as he was doing the plate the other day between the Mets and the Tigers. That ball had hit Spencer Torkelson, but he ruled that Torkelson had actually was taking it in the process of taking a swing. Fastball misses down, and the count goes to 2-2 on Sakane. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning, locked up at 2s between the Hawks and the Eagles. There's a fastball swung on, and Sakane has found it off his foot. He's going to walk around and limp around for a couple minutes. Trainer's coming out immediately, telling him to go away. He's got that big, huge shin guard on his right shin, which ought to tell you that he's got a very long swing. Tyler says Hawks had the bases loaded and didn't score. His bet looks great right now, bottom of the 8th. There's a breaking ball that is waved at and missed. That's Kenny in the books. He's gone for the second out of the inning, and that's going to leave it up to the catcher, Hikaru Oito. Yeah, lots of action, as we say. Taking a look at the Hawks and the Eagles. In that game there's been a steady diet of relievers that have come in after Fuji and Stewart departed for both ball clubs. So here comes the pitch. Fastball just misses outside. The count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes here to the catcher Ito, and it's a fastball swung on and lifted foul down the right field line. Count goes even to 1-1. Looks like we may have a pinch hitter on deck. As there's a fastball swung on. It is grounded foul just down the first base line. Count goes to 1-2 on Ito. It looks like it is Miyazaki who would pinch hit for the shortstop, but we'll see if he's even going to come to bat in this half inning. Miyazaki did not get the start tonight. Fastball misses upstairs. Count goes to 2-2 on Ito. Tyler says 5.5 is like minus 150 now. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Ito in the books. And Nakamura strikes out the side here in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard. And we got the Giants coming to bat when we return. Your score here is Yomiuri Giants 3 and the Yokohama DeNA BayStars. No score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you with us here tonight. A little bit of a struggle on this one for us, but nevertheless, we're grinding it through. We'll be right back in a few.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're anticipating possibly another pitching change here as the BayStars had gone to their bullpen and brought in Matsumoto in the last inning. We'll see if he sticks around for another or if they are going to the pen again. Nope, it is going to be Matsumoto as he is going to return here for inning number 2. And the first pitch on the way is a fastball swung on. This ball's lifted into deep left center field, giving chase. And diving, did he come up with the catch? Unbelievable play. If you're going to get a chance to go to Instagram tonight and you're going to look at the highlights, you're going to see an unbelievable catch by the center fielder, Taiki Sekene, diving into the pull gap or the oppo gap and left center field to haul that one in. Absolutely amazing play. There's not been a whole lot of amazing stuff to go on here tonight for the BayStars in Tokyo, but that is certainly one play right there for the books. And that is going to bring up the left fielder, Masaya Hajio. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses down in it, and the count is 1-0. I would assume we're probably going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher, or the pitcher's spot here for the Giants, as that spot is on deck. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Matsumoto has retired all 4 batters he has faced tonight, but he's got some defensive help to help him out in this one. Here comes the pitch. And there is a fastball that swung on and missed. The count is 1-2. Tyler says it's insane. The Hawks-Eagles game is at 4 still because both have double-digit hits. It looks like a bit of a hit parade there for sure. Nothing clutch, though. There's a breaking ball waved at and missed. And Hagio is in the books for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away, and that's going to bring up the pitcher spot in the batting order. So we'll see who they are going to send up to hit here for the Giants. And the first pitch is on the way. It is a fastball swung on. It is bounded up the middle, fielded by Mackey. That's going to go in the books as a ground out, 4-3. And that will do it here for the third out of the inning. The pinch hitter, as it all came down pretty quickly, that was number 12 here for the Giants. And that would have been, looks like, well, maybe it was Hagio who was gone for 2. I don't know. I think we had something skip on us here. So I had Sasaki fly out to center. We had Hagio strike out, but maybe he didn't. It's pretty strange. The first pitch is a breaking ball, misses outside, so we'll have to get to see who the hitter is in these parts. I know we had a wonky feed tonight, and it's been pretty good so far. So it looks like we've got number 25 at the dish. But why does that look like it is? No, 25 is Okamoto, but that's not him. It's a left-handed stick. So we have to try to get our information here as quickly as we can. And here comes the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes. This might be Yuta Izaguchi. It might be 35 at the dish. And here's the offering. Fastball misses in. That's exactly who it is. Number 35, Yuta Izaguchi. So Matsumoto rocking into the windup. He kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and lifted foul. It's going to reach the seats. And the count here is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, as I say, it looks like it's skipping along on us a little bit. Here's the offering. That breaking ball misses outside. It's going to be ball 4. That's going to be a walk. And that'll bring up the top of the order in Yoshikawa. So a little bit of a skip along here for you guys and for us. Tyler said hits are 12 and 11 apiece. Well, the top of the order in Yoshikawa coming to the plate as he comes here to face the right-hander Matsumoto. And the first pitch is a fastball missing up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Just can't seem to get enough fluid in us here. Trying to get through this. Battling a little bit of headache at this point now, too. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses outside. It's now 2-0 to Yoshikawa. It seems like every time we do a Central League game, we always have ourselves in a bit of a conundrum, a bit of a challenge. Unfortunately, we apologize to everybody here tonight who listens in live or on the delay. Not one of our finer performances. Fastball misses upstairs. It's now 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes. Right-hander leans in, works himself to the set position. Here comes the pitch. Fastball misses inside. That's going to be ball 4. Almost hit Yoshikawa. That's going to put runners at first and second. Back-to-back walks delivered here after 5 in a row had been retired by the right-hander Matsumoto, and that's going to bring the pitching coach out of the dugout. And he'll be now having to face Makoto Katawaki. Tyler says he's sweating up a storm over there. It's the Eagles with the bases loaded. Haven't really locked into the game over there at all tonight. So Katawaki steps to the plate. We got runners at first and second. Back-to-back walks issued here. And here comes the offering. It is a fastball that misses inside, and the count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. We'll go and take a peek and see what's going on in that ball game. As we continue to keep our eyes here, there's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 1-1 to. Well, I think you can breathe easy over there, Tyler. It looks like that there was a fly ball to end the inning. That would do it as the Eagles are done. There's a fastball swung on, has popped up over on the third base side, but it's going to drift into the seats. Again, Ito having his challenges. So it looks like it's going to be going to the top of the 9th inning, locked up at 2s. So I'm not sure who you have. It's a 2-2 game. I don't know what you're looking at. If all you need is, I guess you got 1 run to spare. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball has popped up down the right field line. Moving back on it is Mackey. He's there to make the catch, and that's going to do it. Katawaki in the books for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, but 2 runners left aboard. We're moving now to the top of the 8th. Another pitcher coming in for the Giants when we return. Appreciate you guys for being here with us. Hang tight. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, guys. Thank you for joining Freddie here on his baseball game. And I'm Steve Rademacher, and my channel is really all about everybody, including all my international friends. We have such stuff as non-sport packs from Canada, the OP Cheese. We have the Greek Freak. We have money from around the world. We have lira. We have yen. We have francs. We have pounds. We have Deutschmarks. We have all kinds of cool stuff like that. We even have some cooler things like Japanese women wrestlers and OP-Chi baseball cards where I cannot read the back. We even have unopened material like the royal family, I know it's backwards, from London, England. Thank you for watching. Back to Freddie.
Appreciate you, Steve, and in your support of the channel. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters scheduled to come to bat here for the BayStars. We'll have to see what that is going to look like in just a moment. If we do have some changes coming here. And that's exactly what we are going to have. We are going to have a pinch hitter for Yokohama. And we do have a new pitcher for the Giants. So we'll try to get our pinch hitter for the, looks like it is Koki Kajiwara, who is the pinch hitter for the BayStars. First pitch taken for a called strike for on the inside corner. Oh boy, we've seen some of those pitches all night long not get called, and now all of a sudden there's one there. There's a breaking ball swung on, and it's tap foul over on the first base side. Now counts 0-2 to Kajiwara. The new pitcher in the game for the Giants, that would be number 17. That is Yuhei Nishidati. That's a fastball that misses, and the count now is 1-2. So Yuhei Nishidati on in relief. And there's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on and missed. And Nishidati comes in and blows away Kajiwara on 4 pitches. He's in the books for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Shinichi Onuki. But instead, we're going to get a pinch hitter here because Onuki has been out of the ball game. We got another one. This is number 37. And the first pitch is swung on and is lifted into right field. And moving over to make the catch is the right fielder, Matsubara, and that will do it. So very quick at bat. That was Taishi Kusamoto. And he is gone for the second out of the inning. I have to tell you that we don't do a lot of Central League games, and so in some ways I'm glad we're doing it, but in other ways, I do like to keep it easy. And in other words, like to keep it easy in terms of the Pacific League. We're familiar with the players, familiar with the teams. As that first pitch delivered to Watari is a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count is 0-1. I'll have to take a look at the schedule over the next couple of weeks and see who we are going to bring to you. And so 0-1 here to Watari. The pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs, and the count is now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler says Steve is a wholesome guy. He's quite the character, that is for certain. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside. Count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Atari waiting here. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count runs even to 2-2. Top of the 8th inning, BayStars trailing the Giants 3-0 in a pretty full Tokyo Dome. There's a breaking ball that backs Watari off the plate, and the count now runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here comes the offering. The pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, lifted down the left field line. It's going to drift into the seats, and the count is going to remain at 3-2 on Watari. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Right-hander fires. Fastball swung on, and another one fouled away, and the count is going to stay at 3-2, and the battle's going to continue. So Nishidati here on in relief. Third pitcher used tonight by the Giants. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on. It's going to be lifted foul down the left field line. Count remains at 3-2. turning into a battle here as we've got 8 pitches to Watari so far in this at-bat. So here comes the payoff pitch as the right-hander works to the set. And now the pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, chopped softly back to the pitcher, fielded by Nishidati. He throws to first, and that is going to retire Watari on a ground out 1-3. That will do it here for out number 3. Well, we had no runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. Giants coming to bat for their half of the 8th inning. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back in just a few. 3-0 Giants. We'll give it to y'all when we return in just a couple moments.
Hey guys, Steve come back at you again. Steve Rademacher, that is. And during this intermission, let's open up a package of Garbage Pail Kids Series 4 Chrome, shall we? See what we get, then we'll come right back to the game with Freddie. Oh, very nice. I got a Ruptured Rupert. Very nice. We have a Jules Brooks to go right along with everyone's favorite Def Jeff. Sorry about the glare, but that's what Chrome do. We did get a Mosquito. You know, that's Wisconsin State bird right there. And the cracked ice is a Pinned Penny. Gotta love Garbage Pail Kids. Gotta love Freddie. Gotta love baseball. See you next time.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Giants have slated to come to bat the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. That would be Matsubara, Okamoto, and Sakamoto. We are assuming we have another pitching change here for the BayStars. We're just waiting for that to be announced. It is going to be number 46. It's going to be Tepi Mataki. It'll be pitcher number 3 used tonight. And the first pitch from Mataki, the lefty, fastball delivered for a called strike. Count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike here to Matsubara. As the lefty delivers, fastball swung on, chopped back to the pitcher, fields it, throws to first, 1 up and 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Goes as ground out 1-3. That'll bring up the first baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Well, maybe it's not the pitcher who we thought it was, Mataki. It looks like it is. We may have got ourselves the wrong guy. Looks like it is Tetsuya Ishikawa. The first pitch, fastball misses inside Okamoto. You can get the wrong piece, apparently. Hard, and I also find it a little hard reading the back of the numbers. Not as bad as the carp, but it's certainly a dark background that we struggle a little bit with. Black numbers on the blue jersey. So breaking ball misses to Okamoto. It's now 2-0. So Tetsuya Ishikawa is the new pitcher. That's the other thing, too. I recognize the players in the Pacific League, so not everybody, but most of the time it's, if we see somebody as that fastball swung on and missed, And I'll look and I'll say, well, that's not that particular player, or I know who that is without looking. Not always the case in the Central. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses way upstairs. The count is now 3-1. They are pitching Okamoto very, very delicately. So Tyler says you stay alive. He's hoping for the Eagles to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. They could use a win. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Take it for a called strike. It's now 3-2. Okamoto started his way down to first base. The right hand of the umpire went up to reel him back in. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yomiuri Giant slugger. Left-hander Ishikawa working himself to the set position. And here comes the 3-2. Kicks and delivers. Breaking ball swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the third base line. Count remains at 3-2. If the game stays the way it is, it'll be Ray Takahashi in line for the win. They still have another inning to go. Up and throwing in the bullpen for the Giants is number 15. That's Ticey. So he'll be entrusted to try to close this one out. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Another one swung on and fouled away by Okamoto. Count still remains at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looking what the BayStars are going to have coming up here. Based on the looks of it, it could be the Dragons for a series. And here comes the pitch. As the lefty Ishikawa delivers. Fastball comes inside. That's going to be ball 4. Okamoto's aboard with a 1-out walk, and that is going to bring up the third baseman, Hayato Sakamoto. Philip Rizzo comes in and says, let's go Eagles. Philip, nice of you to join the stream tonight. Battling a little bit here. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0 for the Giants. They've got 1 on and 1 out. With Sakamoto stepping to the plate, he's 1 for 3 in this one. He's got a couple RBIs. Drove in a pair in the first inning. He's also popped to second and grounded to second. And here comes the offering. Breaking ball misses, and the count is a 1-0. That's too bad you weren't here last night, Philip, because you could have listened to the call with us. Had a pretty good crowd in here for that second game of the series between the Hawks and the Eagles. So here comes the 1-0 pitch. As Ishikawa delivers, fastball swung on, lifted into center field. That ball is going to drop in front of Sekene. Here's the throw to third. It's going to get cut off. As Okamoto is able to go first to third, Sakamoto safe aboard with a single. The Giants have got something brewing here in the 8th inning as they're looking for more, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Takumi Oshiro. Tyler says, I took the Giants because of my pick tonight. Oh, we've been limping the last couple of nights, and we're kind of struggling with our picks. I didn't have time to get the full amount in here, or at least full effort. So we're going to have a day or so to wait for that one there. Phil says, big Japanese baseball guy, lifelong Golden Eagle fan. Appreciate you, Philip, for being in here. Jason says, BS. I don't think he believes you because he's an Oryx fan. So it looks like we've got Oshiro at the plate here with runners at the corners. The middle is in double play depth. He says like MS. Oh, okay. Bees. So sorry. Now I know he's talking about bees for Buffaloes. There's a First pitch breaking ball that misses, and the count is 1-0. Thought Jason was coming in here putting the Dukes up ready for a fight. We'll call off the dogs for you, Jason. So now we've got a lefty and a righty up in the Giant bullpen. Ticey is the righty. And here comes the 1-0 offering to Oshiro. As the lefty Ishikawa delivers a fastball that misses down and away. Counts now 2-0. I wouldn't bat an eye if they put Sakamoto in motion here at some point. Looking at that out-of-town scoreboard, it's 5-2 for the Marines in the bottom of the seventh, 2-2 Hawks and Eagles, bottom of the ninth inning. Can't believe the Dragons beating up on the Carp. 1-0 bottom of the ninth. Yes, here comes the pitch from Ishikawa. He delivers. Fastball swung on, grounded to short. This could be 2. Over to second for 1. Back to first. Ending double play. That's going to go on the books as a 6-4-3. And that will do it here. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors, and there was 2 runners left aboard. Check that, 1 runner left aboard. We're now moving to the top of the ninth inning. And we've had a couple of standing 8 counts ourselves tonight. It's going to be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to come to bat. We'll be back in just a couple. Appreciate you guys for being here with us. Our friend Tyler says no multiple run homers for the Eagles, just base hits. We'll be back in just a few, everybody. Top of the ninth inning, coming back when we return.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball.
Oh, hello. Oh, hey. Yep. I'm just sitting here listening to Freddie call another game here on YouTube. Oh, yeah, going really good. He's calling a great game. Really exciting. Lots of stuff going on. You're lucky it's commercial break right now. I got a second. Oh, yeah, of course I'm having a cold one. Oh, yeah, got plenty of videos coming up this week. You should stop in, check them out, leave a like, tell other people. But, Freddie's coming back. I got to go catch the game. I will check in with you later. You have a good night, buddy. Bye.
All right, everybody, here comes the ninth inning. Our friend Colin Began says, easy locks. Phil says, we call a great game. Well, we're struggling a bit tonight. We're getting a standing 8 count on this one. Voice is going. Got to get some reactant in the system. Hopefully fight off some of these allergies as the buds are popping. And that's usually what the case may be. It's going to be Tyler, Austin, Kaita Sano, and Shugo Maki. Try to get things going here. Our friend Colin says easy locks. If you know baseball, you know the Golden Eagles. Yeah, the Golden Eagles, unfortunately, are a little bit in a turning point right now, or at least in my eyes, they are. As the first pitch is on the way. Fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. I say they're at a turning point because new manager this year. Looks like they're going younger. Lost their star closer, Matt Sui, to Major League Baseball. They've had a run of poor international signings in the last few years. Breaking ball that's taken for a called strike. And looks like they're trying to go with a bit of a youth movement. Our friend Philip says, get some zin on that upper lip. Yeah, pretty much. There's a fastball that just misses outside. The count is 1-2. That and battling a headache on top of it. So grind it through here for the last outs of this game. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Austin. As the right-hander ready to go, he kicks and he fires. Fastball misses outside, and the count is now 2-2. Collins says we want the Eagles. Let the umps know. Sounds like Trevor is fist pumping that game over there. Here comes the pitch. That's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count goes to 3-2 on Tyler Austin. We'll set up our channel for the rest of the week here. Next couple of days, we'll scope out what we're going to be doing, and the nights we'll be doing it on. We'll probably get about 3 or 4 games in. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into shallow right field. It's going to bleed down for a base hit. And Austin is aboard with a leadoff single here in the 9th. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Kaidasano. For Austin, that's his first hit of the night. He also drew a walk earlier on, so 2 times out of 4 tonight he had reached base. And now Sano coming to the plate, who is 1 for 3 in this one. He had the single, which was the first hit of the game for the BayStars against the starter Takahashi. Philip asked the question if we hook up Shohei with any picks. Fastball swung on. This ball is belted in deep right field. Moving back is Matsubara. He leaps and makes the catch. That's going to retire Sano for the first out of the inning. Oh boy, hit that ball right on the screw did Sano, and all Ticey can do is just smile as the play was made by the right fielder as he was having to head back toward the warning track. Nice play by him. So 1 gone here, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Shugo Maki. Collins says, who's up? It's the top of the 9th. BayStars are batting here. So here comes the first offering from the righty, who kicks and delivers. Fastball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1. BayStars have got 2 outs left to play with, where this one is all over. So Ticey holds to the set. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded into the 6th hole. Nice play there by the shortstop, sliding to his knees, but they're not going to be able to do it. Katawaki had to go to the backhand side. Slid on both his knees, but unable to make a play anywhere. That's going to be an infield single. Now we got some entertainment coming up, because that is going to bring up Taiki Ishikami. And he is the tying run here. Collins says, where are the Golden Eagles? Oh, they'd be in Tohoku. So here comes the first offering from Ticey. As he kicks and delivers, it's a fastball that misses down and away, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. BayStars trailing 3-0. They've got the tying run at the plate here. And the pitch on the way is a fastball swung on, and it is pop foul. It's going to reach the seats over on the third base side. The count goes even at 1-1. Tyler says the Eagles walked it off. And here comes the 1-1 pitch to Ishikami. Phil wants to know if we've ever been to Japan. Been a few times. There's a fastball down. Now it's now 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. That's good news at least good news for me that the Eagles have won. We picked those guys to win, and our friend Tyler was able to keep it under that 5.5. So here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Count now goes to 3-1 in Ishikami. And Ticey has got himself in a whole host of trouble here. Game that needed 3 outs. He's got 1 in the books here, but he's having a hard time getting number 2 and number 3. The BayStar fans are on their feet in left field cheering madly, trying to will their team to victory. And there is the first pitch fastball that swung on, or there's a fastball that swung on and fouled away. It's now 3-2. Our friend God is Great is still listening in. So here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ticey holds set, kicks and delivers. Fastball misses. It's going to be ball 4. And that is going to load the bases. Oh boy, we got ourselves a interesting one brewing here. So the runner at third is Tyler Austin. The runner at second is Mackey. The runner at first, Sekene. That is Ishikemi, and that brings Sekene to the plate. Or is it? It looks like we may see a pinch hitter, and it could be. Nope, it is going to be Sekene, but the pinch hitter in the on-deck circle is Miyazaki. So they've got to figure out how to get through some pretty tough guys here. Colin says, who do we live bet on this game? Oh. We're cruising right along with the Giants ready to close out a victory, and now they've got a heck of a storm brewing right here. Taiki Sekene coming up the bat. Bases loaded, 1 out. BayStars trying to pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on in. Lifted foul down the third base line, and the count is 0-1. So 2 singles and a walk. And you've got Miyazaki standing on deck. They need a double play ball here is really what they need. Miyazaki comes to the plate. It could be a whole host of trouble. Even more than what they're in. Fastball swung on. Popped up into shallow right field. Moving back on it is the second baseman. And he is going to make the catch. A nice play there by the second baseman, Yoshikawa. And that is going to bring up the pinch hitter in Miyazaki. Very dangerous hitter. He's off to a good start this year. So Miyazaki striding to the plate. Colin says, are we live? There might be a bit of a delay. You guys are about a 5-6 second delay. I'm not sure in this one here how much of a delay there is between the Giants and the BayStar game of the feed we're getting. So I'm going to guess probably a 12-second delay, give or take. So Miyazaki coming to pinch hit here for Ito. First pitch swings, grounds it to second, fields it. They throw to first, and that's going to be the ball game. It's going to be a ground out 4-3. The Giants are going to win this one here this evening. No runs in the inning. There were 2 hits. There was no errors, and there were 3 runners left aboard. Your final score is the Giants 3 and the BayStars nothing. We'll be back in just a couple minutes to wrap this one up, everybody. Thanks for popping in tonight. We'll be right back in just a few.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. We'll wrap this one up here. The Giants did all the scoring here tonight. With 2 out in the first inning, it was an error by the shortstop Hayashi that allowed Yoshihiro Maru to reach base. Then up stepped Kazuma Okamoto, who drilled a double into the left field corner to put runners at second and third. And Hayato Sakamoto cleared the bases with a 2-run single. That put the Giants up 2-0. They added to their lead in the third inning with 1 out. Katawaki walked. And then it was Matsubara who came in for Maru, singled. And then it was Okamoto who drove in. Katawaki with a single of his own to make the score 3-0. All right, everybody. That was your final score for the ball game tonight. Giants win 3-0 over the BayStars. Appreciate you guys for being here. We will see you guys again later in the week. Got to get off because the voice is just going down as fast as anything else. Appreciate you guys once again for being here. We'll see you again in a couple of days. Have a great night, everybody.